through of a recent journal that I've been working on off and on, that I finally completed. This was a journal that I made using Lorna at Tailor Made Journals DigiKit, and I will share the link below. Um, and whoever purchases this will get all the leftover bits, including some of the calico that was used, and some of the neutral papers, and the rest of the digital, rest of the wallpaper, everything that all the bits that were left over from what I printed to use will be included in the journal package. The journal is, size is the same as like a traveler's notebook. Let's see, it is, yeah, 4¼ by 8½. So roughly TN size. And the base of this journal was a recycled Christmas box. We broke it down and we chose papers to include on there. I added some of my hand-dyed calico or other fabric. I think it's all calico. Yeah, it's all calico. And then I added the closures, also calico, and it's held in by an eyelet. I figured whoever purchases the journal may want to have something dangle from there, or maybe they want to add in a different kind of closure and take this one off. I mean, it's not really removable, but you could, I guess, pop it off. But anyway, I thought, for dangles or something like that. Or if the calico, this is also calico, and I sewed it together, so I made it kind of rustic looking. It's got a couple different sewed spots where I took strips and just sewed them together. I thought that was cute, and I frayed the edges a little bit, and it's got a little bit of inking to it, so it looks a little bit rustic. And that's where I was going with this journal, is a rustic, day-to-day desk. Maybe you're going on a visit or a trip, and yeah. Anyway, I thought, you know, that would be a good aesthetic for it. We did several panels of the digital on different parts of the journal. This is the front with the fox. And it's got some watermarks here, so it lends to the rustic look. You might find them periodically throughout the journal, because I wasn't, on purpose, I wasn't careful about when I was creating this journal. I wanted it to have that, I threw it together feel, and not be too feminine. But let's see. I forget the name that my friends chose for this journal. I think it's Winter's Epiphany. That's it. Winter's Epiphany, and that's what I'm calling her, and that's what yeah. So anyway, let's walk through. So again, this was a recycled Christmas box. You open it up, and you could always put something on here, attach paper or something, or you can write directly on there. But it is also a flip out, and you have two tags on this side, and this tag has pockets, so you can add things in there, and it sticks in the pockets. You have a pocket here. Let me get my tag, right? Be professional, Shauna. You have a pocket here, the pocket that it came out of, pocket here, and handmade tags. I took tag bases, material, or file folded material, and we colored the tags on stream, and I kind of did a gesso, kind of like I would say a glazed gesso, so it lightened it up a little bit, but you can still see all the colors, but you can write back here. Yeah, that sticks in there, and you have another tag here, and it kind of peeks out at the bottom down here. And this also has a small pocket right here. Again, same treatment. We handmade the tag on stream. So if you want to see how I made any of the tags for this journal, there's a live stream where we created it. Um, again, this pocket's made out of calico. You have burlap and calico here. Just kind of, again, very like outdoorsy, rustic journal. Maybe you're going on a trip to the mountains or something, and you want something to capture all the memories in. This would be a good journal for that. Or maybe you just like winter and that kind of thing. Okay, so there's a pocket here. This is one of the pieces from the Christmas box that we put color all over it. We put gesso on it, so it's got like a rough feel, but it's not hard. Like it's not going to hurt your hands. It is, you know. And then I did some stenciling there. Lots of writing space in this journal. You can write here. This is paneled, so I put it. This is coffee tea dyed paper, and then I put a panel here, so you could write here. That was the purpose. So you have something fun to write on. But then there's lots of things, and you could always add a pocket here to this one. But this talks about winter and everything. Yeah. Some of my dyed paper, ledger paper. Again, lots of writing room. This is wallpaper, graph paper. Well, it's not really graph. It's not graph paper. It's actually from a TN insert I tore out of. So it's got the days of the week here, but then this is graph style on this side. And then this is one of the envelopes from the kit. I made them a little smaller so they'd fit the journal. And then I did some stenciling throughout. So that just sits right here. And I didn't attach them in because other than a paper clip, because I wanted the person to be able to move them wherever they wanted. Another page from the kit. I love this kit. The kit, the colors, it's a beautiful kit. So if you don't have it, maybe you'd like to own it. Again, I'll put the link to Lorna's shop in the description box. Here's the center of one signature. This is a 2-signature journal. You could, if you wanted to put some other kind of binding on this, you could, but otherwise, it's not like a TN. You can't take it out, but you can add things here, or if you wanted to change the binding system, you could. I only did a 3-hole on this one in case the owner would like to do that. Or maybe use it up and you want to refill it. Again, another panel that I stitched on. It's got lines here so you can write. Lots of writing room, different papers, styles and textures. Just, I love the kit. It's so pretty. This is a winter scene photo out of vintage books I have, and so I made it a pocket here. And then I had stitched it onto a piece of old dictionary page or something, and so it's got that ripped edge up there. I really like that. I'm going to be doing more of those. Here's the other side of that ledger paper. So again, you can put pockets on here. This paper, even though it's actually an antique book or very vintage book, you can add pockets and things in here. It's a little bit, it's not crispy and falling apart. So it's got some good texture to the book page. This is just a long envelope. So you could make a tag to put in there, or you can put little goodies in there. And it also has a tuck spot, so it's a double duty. But maybe you want to slip some receipts in there from your trip. Okay, and that's one signature. And here's where you could put in another kind of binding, or if you wanted to put a different kind of closure on it. That's where you do that. There's more stenciling. And I carried the colors that I used throughout the whole journal. So you got your neutral, you know, from all the fabric and everything and the inking. But then you got some greens and blues and gray green, and yeah, it's just very wintry. Some fun pages. This is you could. I thought the person might want to like you would attach something to here. You know, it's just an extra flap that you can attach something on. I didn't want to make it a tuck spot because I wanted this to be journaling. But if you journaled on there and then you either attach something on this side so you can still see this, or you attach it to this way so it'll sit on there. Either way would work. From another paper, dot grid paper. So there's all kinds of papers in here. More in my hand. All the regular paper is all my hand dyed paper. This one talks about the snow. So again, very winter, a little bit winter thing. I didn't overdo it, I don't think. I think you could use this journal any time of year, but it's definitely got a little bit of a winter feel for sure. Another piece from the kit that I attached and sewed all the way around, so you can write here. Vintage dictionary page. Another one of the same envelope, nothing in it, but I attached it so you could put something in it and move it around the journal. Some more fun papers to play with. This one is the center of this one, but made it a pocket on top of, you can write here. So that's fun, and maybe you've done something special and you want to write about it. You can write about it on each side, and you can still write on here. And this is pull out. This is burlap with eyelets, and you pull it out like that. You've got all this writing space here, and then you have a pocket here. Okay, so if I have a way that I don't like to take up the pages, and if I do, then it needs to have something that is writable. So, and that folds out both sides. So you actually gain some writing space with that little insert. More papers. And then this is a bag, altered bag. Okay, and it's one unit. It's attached on by this doily, and then it folds out. And I put a wax seal on it. You got an envelope here, so you can stick something in there. You can attach something here or write on there. You could write on here. You got the pocket here at the top to, you know, put something, a tag or something in, papers, receipts, whatever. Here's the other part of that envelope. Again, kind of rustic and faded and made on purpose. And what did I do here? I'm like, I know it's open. So you got a nice little pocket there. You can stick something in. You can write on the back here. Yeah. Here's the other side to this one. Okay, so you got another pocket. So lots of places to tuck things into. And that's the in, and then you can write here. And then on this side, you have very similar to the same. You have the other two tags and things. So this one I stuck a little piece of, looks like handmade paper, but it's not. This I don't think it is. Then you got a tag here. Again, that one's, I kind of did a little bit of everything on the tags to give variety. You know, again, this one is peeking out through the bottom, which I thought was a fun effect. This one is collage. It's got some lace up there and a brad as the topper. Yeah, and that just sticks in there. So, and it's loose, it's flexible. I mean, it's got a stiffer cover, but that's because it was a box, right? So it's got a little bit of sturdiness to it, but at the same time it's squishy, and so you you can write in, you know, got good writing. Uh, you know, you're going to have be able to write well anywhere. It's not going to have anything that's bulky or bumpy or whatever. Um, and so yeah, that's the journal. It's the back. Got the owl and some of my fabric. Well, the cambric that I dyed. And then it just ties up in the front any old way. It doesn't really matter. I did pull it like this. There we go. So there we go. And it just sits ever so perfect, you know. This kind of flattens down, so if it's in your purse or your travel bag or whatever, it's not going to be too bulky. You know, and it's got some flexible space so that when you add all the little bits or things to the envelopes and pages and stuff, you have room to grow. If, you know, when these fully bulk out, you have room to grow, but yet it's, you know, sturdy, a nice size, good little journal. I had so much fun with this kit and making this journal. Again, all the videos um, to the stuff we made, well, not videos, but live streams, are on my channel. And then I sewed everything together and put the tie on. I didn't do that on uh, camera, but if you're new and you need um, to know how to do binding, you just let me know, and I will do a video for that. But just a simple 3-hole panel stitch. I used elastic, um, and I doubled the elastic. So if you do take it out because it's tied, you can use a pokey tool or a needle to, you know, help you untie it. But so you have a little bit extra to play with should you want to, and it also gives flexibility to the whole journal. So that is it. And then, like I said, you're going to get all the bits that go along with it. And this will be available. I'm not going to put it in my Etsy. I'm going to hold this until my next sale. And if it doesn't sale in my next sale, sale in my sale, then I'll put it in my Etsy. But for now, it's, you know, the listing fees, and Etsy is such a pain. It's just easier to, you know, do a live sale and put it on your invoice rather than, you know, putting it on Etsy. You know, they've got fees you've got to pay, and you have to, it just takes so long to do an Etsy listing, guys. So I'm trying to, you know, help curb a little bit of that throughout the year. But anyway, there she is, Winter's Epiphany. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I am available via email and Facebook Messenger. You can find me online. I'm online on Instagram, Pinterest, and all that under my name, Shauna Musin. So if you're new to my channel or me, you can reach out to me that way. If you do creations or anything that I've inspired you to do, I encourage you to post them on whatever social media you use, Pinterest or Facebook, whatnot, and tag me. I'd love to see your creations and the inspiration, you know about the inspiration I shared. So, yeah, that's it. I'm going to go now. I got some paper dyeing to do, and that takes time. That takes a lot of time. So I will talk to you guys later. See you in the next video live stream. Have a lovely day, everyone. Love and hugs. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.